Hey guys, weather in California can't make what's fucking mine. 1 minute it's like 80 degrees, the next minute it's windy and fucking raining. So yeah, I always see the best movies by myself, as it turns out. Oh, Christ, I'm a little... It got cold fucking fast. That wind chill gets to you. But anyway, so yeah, this is Boss Baby, and yeah, it sucks. It's not Trolls bad, it's not Home bad, but it's still pretty bad. I don't know how much I'm gonna... This is just a weird fucking acid trip of a movie. Like, there's someone... I didn't even know if this movie was real or not watching. Like, I didn't know the events on screen were actually happening, because the way it sets itself up, and I don't know if it's intentional or not, or just the like lazy writing. As like, I can never like, is this actually happening, or is this all in this kid's imagination? Because they never really make it clear. Because it starts out with this long like narration by Tobey Maguire for some reason, talking about how like, I remember the day I met my big brother, and it changed my life forever. So he's clearly telling his story, and then he immediately set this up. This kid has this insanely vivid imagination, and that gets into like the biggest it's Boss Baby is in that genre of kids films that thinks you have zero attention span. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit because I need more me in this. So there's like no reason you see the faster side right now, because it's just me. Sad tear. But anyway, and this is the big problem with movies, the fact that it never stops moving. Like, from the minute it starts to the minute, and it is always moving, it's always throwing something at your face. It's just a cynical kids movie. It is one of the, and granted, like, Dreamworks has a reputation of whether it's a great movie or it's a shitty movie, the trailers always suck. So I can't really judge a Dreamworks movie based on its trailer because it never looks good. But then we get the Kung Fu Panda series, get, hell, even give I'll even like Shrek a fair shake here. How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2, those are great movies. But like, the trailers made it look like dog shit. And this one, again, it looked like dog shit, but I held on to the faintest of hopes and maybe it could be good. No, it's one of those just obnoxious, in your face, constantly throwing shit at the screen to see what sticks. It's not funny, it's not interesting. It's like, and I can handle movies that can throw a lot of stuff at your face, like Storks did that. But here's the difference between, like, I was wondering, like, why is Storks so hilarious to me and this movie isn't? Is because Storks still had good characters, it had clever writing, and it moved at a pace that never sacrificed the fact that it still took time to actually breathe and let the characters, like, talk and have conversations. This movie doesn't do that. It's going at a breakneck speed. Like, plot point, plot point, plot point, and a plot that already doesn't make any sense, because you don't even know if it's fucking real. Oh, Christ. See, this is why I always need somebody with me. I need someone to, like, hold me back from the crazy in my head. But it's like, it's so confusing. So, like, right out the bat, they show it because, like, my parents say I have a vivid imagination. So all these insanely colorful, animated sequences of his imagination, which in a better movie would actually be kind of cool. Like, okay, that's a cool little gimmick. Those are sweet animation segments. But like, the problem is, I don't know anything about this kid. You don't learn anything about this kid. He is just a generic animated kid. And that's really as far as it goes. He's jealous of the baby brother for getting all the attention. They never slow down the movie long enough to really give you anything of interest or anything unique about this kid. He is just every fucking kid in every fucking movie you've ever seen. Alec Baldwin, as much as I like Alec Baldwin, is equally uninteresting. This felt like it was done for a paycheck. And you have like other actors and stuff like, oh my god, I'm trying to collect my thoughts, because like it's just such a weird acid trip. So like I said, right from the get-go, I'm not sure if this movie is real or is just in the kid's imagination, and instantly, because of that fact, because I can't tell what's real and what's not, I'm immediately not invested in anything that's going on. And therefore, like, this world has no real rules. And the rules they do kind of establish are kind of horrifying. Like, the whole plot of this movie is Alec Baldwin was a... Oh yeah, and that's a really fucked over my head too. Is like they show there's a part where the parents come in, they're tucking him in, and the dad looks and goes, "Hey Tim, how would you feel to get a baby brother?" And he goes, "Nah, I'm good." And meanwhile, like this mom's right there, and she's clearly like not like 8 to 9 months pregnant. So they clearly show that, and then they show Alec, and then he goes like, "And that question made me wonder, where do babies come from?" And then they show his montage of like his baby core thing, which my first thought was, Storks did it! Storks did it! Storks did it better! And they show like Alec Baldwin's origin story, I guess, how he became like a manager position for this company called Baby Core. And then he just shows up in a taxi at the parents' house. So I'm thinking, okay, so is there like an extra step to get these Baby Core agents into like the family's homes? Because if not, I have a lot of questions. Like, one, what happened to mom? What happened to mom's Buddha belly? And if do the Baby Core babies just shoot out of the vagina and then go on a covert mission? How does this work? Because she's not pregnant for the rest of the movie, so like this makes it really confusing. So right away I'm just asking so many questions, and the movie sets up for me to ask. And then they imply at the end that it actually happened. So again, I'm still massively confused. It's so weird. It's so weird. So anyway, it turns out, in case you weren't aware, and in case you weren't insecure enough about your fact you're single, there is in fact a finite amount of love to go around in the world, according to Alec Baldwin Baby Core, and puppies are taking over all of the love from the babies, and like what's some of the stuff in the little pie chart, like fish and cats, and I didn't realize there was that much love for fish, but go figure, everyone loves their thing. I'm sure your significant other is on that little pie chart somewhere, but I don't know. Anywho. So, let's train of thought. So, Alec Baldwin this was sent to this home because both Tim's parents, Tim's the name of the kid, by the way, work for, their parents work for a puppy company called Puppy Co. or something generic like that. And, which is a literal puppy mill. A company that engineers puppies. And I'm thinking like, man, there are so many ethical questions to ask here, and it's never addressed. Like, it would have been kind of funny if they put, like, a tongue-in-cheek, joke in there, because, like, and I don't know if they did intentionally or not, because the actual company looks like a fucking mill. So, like, it's like, are they aware that they're making this joke? Because, like, are the puppies just soulless in this universe? How does any of this work? Because, Puppy Co., it's not like they make, like, dog toys, or like, no, they actually make puppies. And Alec Baldwin's there to stop them because they've engineered the perfect puppy. And, they've seen, like, we're gonna introduce our new puppy, like, in this convention center in Las Vegas. And I'm just thinking, like, wait, did they, what? I mean, puppy mills are usually frowned upon in most societies nowadays. We still use them, but they're not usually this brightly advertised. This is a really confusing universe. So, their whole thing is they hate each other, and once Tim finds out that he is in fact a talking baby, oh god, and they decide it's like the enemy of my enemy kind of thing. They decide to team up because if Alec Baldwin stops the new puppy from being introduced and taking all the love away from babies, then he'll go back to Baby Car and leave forever. It's like, oh, okay. Do you think they're gonna work through their differences and really power through and become best buddies and end up being actual brothers by the movie? Yeah, it goes every beat you expect it to. Except for some weird fucking ass turns. There's a lot of just straightforward, I can see where this is going, and a whole lot of what's. This is another problem with the movie. It's just, like, it never stops. You're supposed to feel this dynamic between Tim and Alec Baldwin, but it never stops for a second to let you actually experience them interacting, like maybe for 5 seconds, and then immediately jumps in some obnoxious, like either pointless action sequence or like imagination sequence, and it's all these sequences like that. Like, can I have a moment to have a breath with the characters? I mean, the first Kung Fu Panda, okay, yeah, had a lot of like good fights and goofy fights, but also like a moment to breathe and let you like let the characters actually talk to each other, let them actually interact, let the voice actors do what they're there to do. Here, the guy who plays the kid, whoever plays the kid is not a very good voice actor, which, see, I'll give him props, like he's an actual kid, so, you know, fair is fair. But man, it's just like this script is fucking nothing, and it's like it's nothing. It is just so lifeless. It's so heartless. This is a hour and 30 minutes of just jingling keys in front of you to shut your kid up until the movie is over. And I guess if that's what you're looking for, you'll get it. But man, this movie is just so dull. It's except for just the balls to the walls nonsense that happens later on. Otherwise, it's just like fart jokes and puke jokes and baby jokes. Like, unlike Storks, that had a pretty clever script and that was fast paced, and like that pacing worked because the characters were memorable, the script was original, and the world was believable. It had rules. It had set rules that it followed. This movie doesn't. It's all over the goddamn place. It's constantly changing. Like, you'll have a scene where, like, it's out of nowhere, a wizard clock will start talking and just make Lord of the Rings references, and then from there you'll have a scene when they have to race to the airport, and then by a giant guy who's dressed up as a nanny, and then they go to an airport because they need to stop a guy who used to be a big person at Baby Corp, but now he's an adult that still remembers everything about Baby Corp, and he wants to he wants to make Baby Corp go bankrupt. But why would he do that? That would mean that that would just be the extinction of the human race, because that's where all babies come from. I don't understand this plot. And then it's like, oh no, we can't make it. And then, oh no, oh look, there's an Elvis impersonator over there. We can steal his clothes. And then we can go hop on a plane that's just full of Elvis impersonators that don't show up at any point before this. And then fly over to Vegas, where we'll get the local, bridal shower party going on nearby to drop us off, and one of them gives the kid a Long Island iced tea, let you an uncomfortable joke, and then so weird. So then they go to a pet convention where there's a giant, and then where they're releasing the Forever puppy. That's a puppy for forever, and there's a whole rocket full of these forever puppies that are just gonna launch into the atmosphere and scatter all over the world, and that's how they're gonna beat the babies. And I'm not making any of this up. This is all in the movie. And then it ends. What turns out this whole thing is a narration by Tobey Maguire talking with Alec Baldwin in the hospital because he's trying to explain to his daughter that why she has a new baby sister, like how it's really not a big of a deal. Okay, the Lego movie did something similar, and that was way better because it had a fucking heart. But anywho, I got way more distressed than I thought I was going to be in this review, because I'm looking back at everything I just saw. I was like, dear Lord, what was that? But then, at the very last closing shot, the baby girl sits up and she's wearing a suit, and she winks at the camera to imply everything that happened was just true. Then do the babies on a mission to shoot out of vaginas? Is that how this world works? I am so confused, and I'm really about vaginas on this. But god damn it, it's a legitimate question. God. This is why I can't see movies by myself. There we go. I just summarized the whole third act in 5 seconds. Yeah, they're just, I I don't know who was smoking what when they made this movie, but it wasn't worth it. It really wasn't worth it. It makes me just want to go home and watch, like, Kung Fu Panda or Storks. I'd much rather watch Storks over this any day of the fucking week. At least I'll remember... Fucking hell, like, at least I had something to laugh at. This one gave me the occasional chuckle, but it was like, I don't know, 3 times. I think I vaguely remember one, but not very well. I'm not gonna remember much about this movie like in a week or so. Like it's not as bad as Home. Home was a fucking piece of shit. This is just a moderate piece of shit. So yeah, I mean, is there anything else to talk about? Not really. It's just a lifeless, hollow, cynical kids movie. You know? I mean, it's not as bad as Rock Dog, but even then, at least Rock Dog took a minute to slow the fuck down. I'm giving highlights to Rock Dog over Boss Baby. What does that tell you? Yeah, I'm gonna go over trailers really quick because I don't know how much battery life I have on my camera, so I gotta make this relatively short. And if I think of anything else to talk about, I'll bring it up. Alright, so the first trailer I got was, because there's trailers here I got that I'm like, okay, let's talk about these. The first one I got is for Leap with an exclamation point, so you know they're serious. And I was watching this trailer, and if you have, it's one of those, it feels like a French import. Because I say that mostly because it takes place in France, and it looks, the animation quality is really shitty. But it's like one of those things, like, I'm wondering why the animation is bugging me so much in this movie, because like there's a fair amount of detail, like in the hair and the face and stuff like that, and I was like, why does it look so weird then? And I realized, like, it's because while it's still detailed, none of it moves. Like, the hair is static. It moves like a Barbie doll. Okay, Barbie doll's not a good example. It moves like a G.I. Joe hair. There you go. It moves like G.I. Joe hair, where it just doesn't fucking move. It's stationary no matter where they go. It doesn't even, like, bounce or anything. It just stays static. It is a frozen piece of hair. It's weird, and the voice acting is awful, and it just looks like an awful movie that I'm probably gonna have to go see because it's gonna be an awful kids movie. For some reason, those are the ones I end up seeing more than any other terrible movie of the year. And then I got Despicable Me 3. I can tell right now, I'm gonna get this trailer every fucking movie I see until it comes out later this summer, so the summer can't come fucking fast enough. Because I'm already sick of this. This is the newer trailer too. I'm already fucking sick of it. Because it just shows that the only reason I gave 2 shits about this movie, Trey Parker, will barely be in the movie. So like, oh good. So we're gonna be stuck with Steve Carell talking to himself in a funny accent for an hour and a half. That should be fun. Yeah. Then we got Smurfs 3. The Lost Village, which this one is a new trailer too, and it proves my consensus that this whole movie should be called Smurfs Trying to Fuck. That was the point. That was what I wanted to bring up about Boss Baby. I'm so sorry, I forgot this. So like I said, I think I mentioned this before. The entire movie turns out is Tobey Maguire explaining like the thrill of being a big brother to his daughter, who's about to be a big sister, and I thought like, okay. Even ignoring, like, the very last second of the movie where it turns out the little sister is in a suit, even if you just made this up, dude, just tell your daughter you fucked her mom. That's really all you needed to do. Just have the talk, you know, like 5 is a perfect acceptable age to talk about sex. Your parents clearly talked about sex with you. They fucking told you. Then wait a minute, why is this movie exist? Oh my god. Wait a minute. Okay, so if his parents explained to him where babies came from, why does he end up saying the phrase, asking if I'm gonna be a big brother, maybe where babies come from? Your parents clearly already told you your mom is pregnant. How did you not ask that question? This movie makes no sense no matter what way you look at it. But anywho, so yeah, so this whole movie is about, like, the Lost Village turns out just female Smurfs. So really if Smurfs don't get freaky in Smurfs The Lost Village, I'll be massively disappointed. I'm gonna be massively disappointed regardless, but I'm gonna be extra disappointed if I don't see some Smurfs fucking in the next movie. Oh god, I pray my bosses never see any of these videos. But anyway, and then I got the Lego Ninjago movie, which I've talked about before. That one looks better than it, again, like any of the Lego movies, better than it should. There's actually a few good jokes in there that have really made me laugh. I talked before though, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Dive for Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul, talked about that one a few times too. Then I was waiting for this trailer. I finally got the trailer for Captain Underpants, which is another DreamWorks movie, which I guess I'm getting 2 of these a year now. It's like, okay, maybe, I was like, oh, it's finally this trailer. I wonder how it's gonna be. And then I heard Kevin Hart's voice, and I thought, fuck, it's Kevin Hart. God damn it. Fuck you, Kevin Hart. I don't know, Kevin Hart to me in movies is just like the death stamp on any movie. It's like, Wanda Sykes, you know, every time I see a movie, I'm like, oh, god damn it, I'm not gonna like this movie. And even though, like, again, the trailer looks like dog shit, it could be perfectly fine. Trailer looks like dog shit. That's another one I can look out for later this year. And then for some reason, like, I got the Enjoy Your Movie thing in the AMC, and then I played a trailer for Valerian, which I guess they're trying to take a note from, like, the Deadpool teaser from Logan, which is, with this movie, really? Okay, whatever. I will say, whether or not that movie's actually good or it's a train wreck, it looks like a visually interesting train wreck. And now I'm actually really curious. So if I could, Muha wants to see it, so if he's available when that comes out, we'll check it out. Yeah, anyway, it's raining babies out here, so I'm gonna head back home. So, yeah. If you like mindless stupidity, I guess this movie's for you. If you have kids and just want to shut them up for an hour and a half, I guess this'll do. But don't expect anything good out of it. Like, don't expect another Kung Fu Panda or How to Train Your Dragon. Expect more along the lines of Trolls, and you'll get just about what you want. So, that's all. I think that's all I got for this time. So I think I still gotta check out Ghost in the Shell. I'm gonna see if I can check it out tomorrow or this weekend. Otherwise, next week I think I got Smurfs 3 and that Going in Style movie where it's like old people robbing a bank, and I think that's it. So yeah, like, I don't know, it's like, if I miss Going Out in Style, I'm not gonna be hugely disappointed. Oh god, and we got The Case for Christ, which I might go see. Oh, Colossal comes out this week. I want to see that. Okay, so I think about probably go check out Colossal then if I can track it down somewhere near me. So, yeah, look out for Smurfs and Colossal next week. And Going in Style, if there's actually demand for it. I don't know if there will be. So, yeah, that's next week. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all later. Oh, one more thing, really quick, because I can't believe I forgot to talk about this movie. I'll talk about this. This movie is horrifying. Horrifying! Like, Jesus Christ, this is working much better as a horror film. Horrifying! There are shots, like, early on, where, like, the kid puts on these glasses, and all these, like, there's a bunch, it's a play date, so there's other babies around, but they play it up like a horror movie, so they look like they're just gonna devour this fucking kid, with, like, drool, like, that looks like zombies, of bright green eyes, but, like, like, all that shit, it's horrifying. There was a part where Alec Baldwin's like, I need your help, I'm gonna be stuck with you forever, and it shows all these montages of, like, I'm gonna be in your bathtub, and, like, his face appears in the bubbles, or, like, his face morphs into, like, Christmas ornaments, and, like, goo on the ground. It's fucking terrifying. This movie's there was a part where they go to Petco, or, like, not Petco, the Puppy Corps, whatever it's called, and they see, like, his mascot, and it's like, you want to get a picture with that guy? He goes, like, this really creepy thing, and I was like, fucking Jesus. Yeah, I only have 6 minutes of battery life left, so I just want to bring this up really quick, because I can't believe I forgot to mention it, because it just, like, I was scared more than anything else in this film. Yeah, that's all I wanted to add. I can't think of anything else, so sorry, I had to bring that up. Scary as fuck. Scary as fuck movie. Bye.